Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a week review video on a new product and I'm super excited about it. It's on the new Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. And I'm also going to do a giveaway in this video too. So I'm going to be giving away one of the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. So if you would like to enter my giveaway, just check out my rules down in the description box. If you haven't seen one of these first impression week review videos from me, I will use the product for the very first time, like a first impression. And then I come back with a check-in at the end of the day to let you know how the product has held up. And then at the very end of the video, I come back a week later and give you like a week review after I've been using it for a week. I picked this palette up on urbandecay.com and I paid $54 US for this palette. There are 12 different eyeshadows, I think. Yeah, 12 different eyeshadows in this palette and they are all matte. Whenever I first got this out of the box, I was kind of surprised. I thought that the palette would be a little bigger than this. It's a good size, like it's not too big, but it's not too small. I do wish like the packaging here was like a little thinner. I feel like the packaging is a little bulky. I do like the way it looks though. Like it has a really pretty kind of like rose gold kind of packaging on it. I don't know, I think it's really pretty. And it's different from their other Naked palettes because it's in a square. And the other Naked palettes are like long. So yeah, you have all of the matte eyeshadows in here. It comes with like a large mirror. And then you also get like a double-sided brush. I went ahead and primed both my eyelids with my Milani eyeshadow primer. I thought about this after the fact, but I should have just like primed one eye and left the other one unprimed, but oh well. So I'm just going to go in with Extra Bitter first. I will do swatches after I apply these to my eyes just so you can see what they look like swatched. And I'm just going to brush this here in the crease of my eye. This is definitely very pigmented and it seems really easy to blend out. I really like this color. I think this is such a beautiful color for like this time of the year for fall. Okay, and then next I'm going to go in with my brow bone highlight and I'm going to go in with Pre-Game, which is this yellowish color. Now this color kind of reminds me of Foxy a little bit. I'll do some comparisons here in a minute after I get done. And actually I'm going to mix this color and that color together because below in Pre-Game, because I don't feel like that's light enough for my skin tone. For the eyelid, I'm going to go in with this brown right here. It's called Faith. Okay, yeah, that's super pigmented. And I feel like that just blends in so nicely with the Extra Bitter color. Now, I am getting a little bit of fallout. I probably should have tapped my brush off a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with Instinct first, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line, and we'll just see how that goes. And I'm just going to run this here on the lower lash line, which, that looks good. It doesn't look too cool toned, like I thought it might. Okay, so I think I am going to go in with Lethal, which is like this dark plummy purple color. And I'm going to put this in my outer V. So I'm just going to kind of shape it out first and then I'll blend it out. Yeah, these colors are definitely very pigmented. I'm just going to go in with some more of this Blow color. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner. And as you can see, like this does have a little bit of a sheen to it. Like it's not completely matte. So far, all the other shades look to be completely matte. It's just this Blow color has a little bit of a sheen. That is the top row of eyeshadows. This first shade here is in the color Blow, which this does have a little bit of a sheen to it. It's the only shade in this palette that does have a sheen in it. And then the next one is in the color Nude. This one is in the color Commando, this third one down. This is Tempted, Instinct, and Lethal. So this is the bottom row of colors. This very first color up here, which it's really hard to see because it's basically the same color as my skin. This is in the color Pre-Game. Then you have Extra Bitter, which is this really warm, like burnt orange color. And then you have Faith, which is this brown. And then you have Lockout, which is this little bit darker brown. This color here is called Magnet. It's just like a matte gray. And then this last color is called Blackjack, which it's a matte black. I don't think this is as black as their Blackout color. It's kind of like an off black. So I'll have to compare here in a second. But that is that bottom row of eyeshadows there. And let me just compare some of the shades that are kind of similar with the Naked 1 and Naked 2 palette. And I guess maybe the basics, because those are the only 3 palettes that I have. Hopefully you can see the shades here. So this top color up here is Naked from the original Naked palette. This is from the Urban Decay Ultimate Naked Basics. This is in the color Commando. And then this shade down here is from the Naked Basics palette in the color Naked 2. This color here is from the Urban Decay Ultimate Naked Basics palette. And this is in the shade Below, which is that first top color. This shade up here is from the Urban Decay Basics palette. And this is in the shade Venus. So as you can see, Venus is more shimmery and it's more of like a white tone. And then this color here on the bottom is from the original Naked palette, and this is Virgin. Now, I feel like between these 2 shades, it's going to be so hard to see on camera because they're so close to my skin tone. This one here in the bottom is the one from the Ultimate Basics, and this is Pre-Game. The one up top is Foxy from Naked 2. And they are very, very similar. I would say that Pre-Game is a little more like opaque and it's a little more yellow toned. So here's some more similar-ish colors. So this one here is in the color Lockout from the Ultimate Basics palette. And then the 2 that I found that were sort of similar, this one here is from the original Naked palette. This is in the color Buck. And then the one down here is from Naked 2, and this is Faint. This one here is from the Ultimate Basics palette. This is in the color Instinct. And this one down here is from the Naked 2 palette in the color Tease. I'm getting like black eyeshadow everywhere. This one up here is from Naked 2, and this is Blackout. This is definitely, at least I think it is, the blackest shade out of the 3. I know that This one is Blackout. The one here on the bottom is Crave, which is from the Basics palette, and it's pretty black too. Like both of these shades are super similar. Now this one in the middle is from the Ultimate Basics palette, and this is in Blackjack. So as you can see, Blackjack is definitely more of an off black color than the other 2. So that's the differences in those. First initial thoughts on this palette, like I really do like it. I mean, there are colors that are kind of similar to the other palettes, but for me, like I'm such a big makeup junkie, I definitely feel like this is a palette that I would get a lot of use out of in conjunction with like the other shades in my other palettes. And I also think this would be a great eyeshadow palette to have, especially if you do like freelance makeup, just because you have all those matte colors together, then like all spread out. I really like this. So we'll just see how I feel about it over the week. I'm just going to show you guys the time. So when I come back later on tonight, we'll see how well the eyeshadows held up and everything. So got a little late start to the day today, but if you look on my phone, it is 11:59, so basically 12 p.m. So I will see you guys later on tonight with the update. It is now 9:30 and I almost forgot to come back with the update. I was just about to wash my face and then I was like, I haven't filmed my update yet. So yeah, I feel like the eyeshadow has held up really well throughout the day. I mean, I feel like all my makeup today has held up really well, but the eyeshadow has held up really good. I think like maybe like right up here in the upper crease, it may be kind of creasing a little. I can't really tell, but when you just look like this, like it looks fine. I really like the colors, like the color combination I came up with today, and I really think that this palette, I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. I'll just use it over the week and come back and update you guys like and do a full review on it. So just to show you guys the date, if you look on my phone, it is September the 28th. So I will see you guys here in a week. And it is now October the 8th. So it has been, don't you like this picture of me and my boyfriend on there? We had this green screen background. So yeah, we were just testing it out. because hopefully he's gonna do My Boyfriend Does My Makeup tag soon. Fingers crossed, because I want you guys to really meet him. I have been in love with this palette so much. I know that some of these browns here, like the ones up here and these right here, are sort of similar, so I wish that they would have put a little bit more color variation here. Like I wish maybe they would have had a dark brown here and just taken that color out, and then maybe they could have done something different up here. Not real sure, but I just feel like those two colors are pretty similar as well. But if you're looking for a great matte palette that has a good like color selection on neutral colors, like where you can create warm looks and cool looks, I think this palette is awesome. I've actually been enjoying this palette a lot more than my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. So this pairs great with eyeshadow palettes that have more like shimmery eyeshadows. So if maybe you don't have the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, or if you don't have very many high-end palettes that have matte eyeshadows that have like a good like range of colors, I do highly recommend this one. I love it. I know that maybe like some people might feel that it's just like so similar to a lot of other palettes out there, but I do feel like it is different, and I do really like the shadows. I think they're great quality. I find that they last on my eyelids for a long time. I find that they're easy to blend. I'm trying to think of what else I want to say about this. Oh, I do really like the little brush that comes with this palette. I like this brush here on the other end. It's good for like smudging eyeshadow on the lower lash line. And I do like this blending brush. It gets a little more like precise in the crease because it's pinched, you know, here. So I really have been enjoying this brush. I always like the little brushes that they put in with the Urban Decay palettes. I always feel like they're really great quality. I would definitely give this palette a 5-star rating. I highly recommend it. I love it. If you want to enter my giveaway on this, just check out the rules down in the description box, and I will select a winner a week from today. So next Wednesday, I will select a winner, and I will post it here on this video, like in the description box. And I will also like message you here on the video. So just come back the following Wednesday to check this video to see if I selected you. I'll also post the winner on Instagram and also on Twitter. So if you're not following me on those social media sites, be sure to follow me there. I hope that you guys did enjoy this. If you did, give it a thumbs up or let me know down in the comments. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.